So we showed how we create the real-time stream into Snowflake with Replicate. Here, this is where it's landed. You can see that the target was Snowflake. We've moved that data from SAP, the supply chain application, and that was really the first step. The second step is to build out the model for our warehouse. And we do this in an automated way. We can discover the model based on the metadata from the source system. Here we can drill down and take a look at the keys and relationships to that data. So this is done in an automated fashion based on the metadata. It's reverse engineered. Or you could bring in an Irwin model to do that. Once you have your model done, the next step is to create the data warehouse. And we've done this previously. So it creates the ETL scripts and runs it for both the full load and for the change data capture piece. So here's an example of the ETL code for the full load. And you can see there's thousands of instructions here that are all created automatically. So we generate the ETL script and then we push that for execution into Snowflake. Let's walk you through what it looks like to create the data mart, because it's a very simple and similar process to creating the warehouse. And it's all done through a wizard. So in this case, I'm going to create a billing data mart. You can do either star schema or aggregated or state-oriented. So we'll do a star schema. We'll use the billing document items as our facts. We'll add some dimensions. Here the date dimension we'll add, and the time dimension as well. So again, we're pointing and clicking our way to creating a data mart. So now that we've defined the data mart model, and here we'll take a look at that. It's a very simple model here. The next step, much like creating the data warehouse, is we're going to create the tables into Snowflake. So that's the first step. And then the second step, we're going to be generating the ETL scripts and running that ETL script. So again, it's a very similar process. It's fully automated. I'm mouse clicking my way to creating this. And we're doing this live. So this is the source data, the SAP system is on Microsoft Azure in one cloud. The Snowflake instance is running in AWS. So we are showing us eating our own dog food in a multi-cloud environment. So we're writing these tables now into Snowflake. We'll give that a minute. There we go. So that's been done. So then the next step is we need to generate that ETL scripts based on the model. So when I click generate, it's going to go through and it's going to generate all that ETL script in an automated fashion. And it's going to do this ETL generation in such a way that it's optimized for parallel processing, something that Snowflake does very well. So here's that step for generating the instructions. We'll take a look at it before we run it, just so you can see what the output is and you can get an appreciation for the fact that all of this is done in an automated way. There's no manual intervention. You see the process steps there for optimizing the execution, and then we run it. So now we're pushing down the processing into Snowflake. So again, this was the steps that it takes to create a data mart. Very simple thing to do. Definitely something that a business user could do on their own. It's a flexible way in which you can rapidly create data marts. From the data engineer's perspective, having an automated solution and being able to add new data sources or modify the models and regenerate very quickly, it's also part of that agility story. So this is what Qlik Compose for Data Warehouse is, the full automation and the creation of analytics-ready data. And we take a very similar approach to data lakes using the same Qlik Compose underlying engine, but then applying that to a data lake. So I hope this gives you an example of some of the capabilities and the power of automating the creation of analytics-ready data.